Example 7. Find a formula for f prime of x and determine the slope f prime of 2 for the following function. So we're looking for the slope of the tangent to f of x at the point x equals 2. Well, that's just the first derivative. So the first thing we do is take our derivative, and we're going to have to use the quotient rule. So I'm going to go over and I'm going to identify my numerator is negative e to the x. So the derivative of that is negative e to the x. Then my denominator is 5e to the x plus 8. Let me label this. Five e to the x plus 8, and so my derivative of that is 5e to the x. So I'm going to assemble. I'll go ahead and do my denominator squared. Remember how the quotient rule goes. It is denominator, derivative of the numerator, minus numerator, derivative of the denominator, over the denominator squared. So starting with the denominator, 5e to the x plus 8, derivative of the numerator, negative e to the x, subtract, what's your signs here, derivative, let's see, numerator, a negative e to the x, and then derivative of the denominator, 5e to the x. Now that's the derivative, but we need to go ahead and simplify it. So I'm going to, there are a couple things I could do. Let me just go ahead, I'll just go ahead and distribute this out because that tends to be what feels most natural. So it's going to be 5e to the x times negative e to the x plus 8 times negative e to the x. And here I'm going to go ahead and acknowledge a negative and a negative, make a positive 5e to the x times e to the x. All right, so here I've got a positive times a negative, so that's a negative 5. And here's the tricky part. When you multiply bases that are alike, you add the exponents. So this is e to the 2x, subtract, and oh, and I didn't put my denominator, but I will remember to put that in my final answer. Let me go ahead and correct that and just put it in there so we don't forget it. That's 5e to the x plus 8 squared. Okay, so again, the reason I have negative 5e to the 2x here is I multiplied 5 times negative 1 is negative 5. Bases that are like, we add the exponents. X plus x is 2x. Now I'm going to do this term. A positive times a negative is a negative. That's minus 8e to the x. And here I have a plus 5e to the 2x. And those are opposites, so they add to 0. I don't want to forget my denominator here of 5e to the x plus 8 squared. So the final answer for the derivative, which I'm going to label, please label on your test, negative 8e to the x over 5e to the x plus 8 quantity squared. So that is the derivative formula. Now, to evaluate that at 2, we're just going to substitute a 2 in every time we have an x. And so that's going to end up being negative 8e to the 2 divided by 5e squared plus 8 quantity squared. So that is the first answer, f prime of x, and that is the second answer for f of 2. Now, had they asked us for the approximate value of this, we do it on our calculator, but I want to express that it's, I mean, you probably can put this in and get the correct answer just in one continuous calculation, but I would do the numerator first, get a number, 5 or 6 decimal places, depending on how many they ask for. Then do the denominator, 5 or 6 decimal places, write those down, do the division last.